Great! We are here for crafts. This is Site 5, Class 1. Hooray! We are going to do embedded heart. You see our beautiful embedded heart. That reminds us of all that we have learned the whole week about what Jesus did and the foundation that Jesus built for our faith. Okay, so we are going to do the embedded heart. We need some things to be able to do this beautiful craft. So if you are with me, let's get going with what we need. We need you to have your printed out heart shape, the big one, and then the small ones. Okay, you should get one of this, one of that. We need a card because when we cut the paper, we'll transfer it onto the card and cut it out nicely to be able to get something as nice as this. To be able to trace, we need a pencil. We need glue stick. We'll need a yarn. Okay, and then if you don't have the colored papers and you have a normal card and you want to color it, you need some, crayons to be able to do that. So we are all set with all that we need to start having fun with our craft for today. So let's get going. To start, we will first seek the assistance of an older person to cut out our heart shape. We start with a big one. So you cut along the lines, okay? Make sure it is a beautiful cut. So I'm doing my cutting. You know Jesus is love, right? He loves us so much. Do you remember a song about Jesus being loving? Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. So we are doing a beautiful heart of love so that we'll be reminded all the time that Jesus loves us so, so, so much. So what we will do is we'll cut out all these, okay? Cut them out nicely. If mommy or daddy is able to print on a card for you, then when you cut, you don't need to trace out, okay? So assuming you finish cutting, you have this. What you do is you take your pencil and then you take a card that you like and then you put the heart on the card and then you trace it out nicely. You have to trace it so that you get the shape coming out nicely, and then when you cut, you have your nice heart shape. Okay, so now I don't know whether you can see, but you can see that I have this heart shape now cut out nicely, and then I'll take my scissors and then I'll cut that one also. Okay, so you do that nicely, make sure your cut is fine. Good, that's our heart. You take another, because we need two big hearts. So you take another paper card, you put this big heart on top, and then you cut that one out nicely. When you finish, you get two big hearts like I have here. You do the same thing for the small hearts. You take your small heart. We need 5 pieces of the small heart. So you trace it out nicely, 5 of those on your card. if you use the shape, you are going to get the same shape and size for all your 5 hearts. So try as much as possible to use the cutout shape. So I said we need 5 for that. Okay. Okay, so you do that for all. We are left with one more, and then we'll be done with our tracing out. So you have quite some work to do, tracing out fine and nice. Then the last one. Good. Good. So you see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 1, 2 will cut out all the shapes to get 5. Okay, I have some cut out shapes, so we'll get used to that. Let me clear my table. It's pretty much messed up with papers so that it can be clean. So now this is my heart. I have 2 big hearts, and then I need 5 small hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Now, how do we start? We are going to take a yarn like this. You cut some, so you have something like this. You are going to have double it up like this. It's too long for a heart, so I'll cut a little bit off it so that we can get a good size to hang. And then you tie this and this. You are going to tie this place up, tie it nicely. Okay, so you're going to get something like this, and then you put it down like this. You take your big heart, you put your big heart down, and then you put this one down. But before you do that, you take your stick glue, and then you stick all around the heart. Make sure that all the edges has some glue so that you can be able to stick it out nicely. You do same for this one too. Sticking. And that is how we should be stuck to Jesus. We should get glued to Jesus because he has everything we need, and everything we'll ever need. He has it all. And he loves us so much. So I have this and that, and then I'll take my yarn, okay, and then I'll put it in the middle of the heart, and then I'll take this other heart, and then I'll put it right on top of it. Then you press it. Have something like this, okay? Do you have it? I use 2 separate colors, so when you turn it, you see it. When you turn it, you see it. And then you take your small hearts, and then that one too, you would apply glue to half of it. Don't apply to everything, just half of it. Apply the glue to half of it, and then you start sticking each one of it. So 1, then I come to blue, 2, I pick yellow, good. Isn't it lovely? See, we are done. Isn't that simple? Very simple. But we have to remember the love and the foundation that Jesus built for us. So to do this, like we have done on this, we are going to write it out nicely. Okay? So we are going to write, Jesus is my foundation of day 1, love, of forgiveness, of worth, of promise, and of life. So let's write it. I'll take this, Jesus, Jesus, is my foundation. That's a big word. Foundation. Of, and then we take love, LOVE, of forgiveness, FORGIVENESS, of worth, WORTH, of promise, PROMISE, and then the last one, of life, LIFE. Hey, our embedded heart is done. Good job. Clap for yourselves. Great. See you again next time. Bye.